So I'm very excited today because at last I'm actually getting a chance to play with the Encore camera from eye gaze, which used to be known as LC Technology. I first saw this in Orlando at ATIA in 2019, but it was inside a little glass case. We weren't allowed to touch it. And then this year in 2020, I didn't get to try it because I got the flu and spent the weekend in the hotel. Anyway, so now I've got a chance to use it, and one of the great things about this camera is it's got a really good eye tracking video, which means that I can record the rest of this video on the screen.
Okay, let's have a look at the eye gaze Encore camera in its working state, operating a communication aid. Now, I'm going to use the grid for this, but you could also use Mind Express version 4, or Mind Express 5 is coming out soon. Now, LC, now known as, just let me pause that, now known as eye gaze, they have their own software, which I might record another video for, but certainly for most people in the UK, I think they'll be using the grid software. So here already, what I've done is I've opened up a page on Encore, and I've put a really big tracking box thing here so you can see really clearly what's going on with my eyes. I thought that might be useful. Again, the Edge, like the iRespond and the Alea, are very good for doing remote assessments and reviews because you can see what's happening with the person's eye remotely. So if you team viewer in, and you can see everything on the screen from a completely different location, so it's great for those coronavirus mitigations. Also, this really nice big image allows me to see if there's anything that looks slightly wrong with the eye. Maybe it's too dry, or the pupil's not the right shape, or something like that. So these images that they have that the Encore provides is just awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna start by calibrating it. So I'll just unpause this and go into my settings here. Okay, and then I'm going to go into eye gaze settings and then into the calibration. Okay, so I'm just going to do a standard calibration. Now, to get into position, you can see at the top right up here, it's red. So if it's red, you retreat, you move backwards like this, okay? And if it goes green, you're too far away back, so you need to come forwards. And what you're trying to do is get this little dot to match up with this little dot here. And then there is a focus wheel on the eye gaze camera itself, but the focus looks sharp to me, so I'm going to go ahead and calibrate. Start by looking at the camera. Okay, it's just going to ask me to recalibrate a couple of spots because it thinks it can do better. And again, I think it does a little bit more. Sometimes you get this in one go. Sometimes it will just keep getting it better and better. There we go, 0.10 inches. That's my accuracy. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the keyboard and let's just try typing something in. So I'm going to go H, E, L, L again, O. Oh, seem to be getting a bit distracted there. Space.
Hello.
Hello. V. And I'm going to choose everyone from there.
Everyone.
Go up to the speak button.
Hello, everyone.
And there we go. Okay, so that feels comfortable, it's not fatiguing, everywhere seems accurate. Just going to go for that rest button up there. There we go. Yeah, so it feels pretty good. Now, if I had some flickering problems, like when I tried to get on the rest button up there, what I might do is I might go into my settings and go into access and go to my eye gaze and go to the camera, and I could just maybe increase the smoothing a little bit and try that out, see if that stops the flickering. But smoothing also effectively slows down the dwell time. And one of the great things about this camera is you can have a really fast dwell time because it is so accurate. So at the moment, the activation dwell time is 1 second. So that's pretty standard. But what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to try and put that down to just 0.3 seconds. And I'll keep it as dwell to click. But I'm going to change this circular progress to just a dot. I'm going to make it a red dot as well, like that. Okay. So now I'm going to try typing in. I'm going to try typing in the phrase "this is fast," and hopefully it'll work without a problem. Okay. So I'll go to unrest. Okay. T H I S space
This
I S space
is
F A S T.
Hello everyone, this is fast.
Now, there's no doubt about it. It is pretty quick. It's pretty accurate, and you don't feel that same sense of fatigue that you get sometimes after just a few minutes with a less accurate system. Obviously, this is with my eyes. Other people's eyes will vary. The other thing I was going to do, though, the disadvantage of it being so accurate is that the head size box, that's the amount of space you can move your head to the left, to the right, up and down, is still reduced. Now, it's clearly better than on the original camera, the Edge, but it is reduced. So let's see, if I go up, I'm moving my head up, and you can see here that it's still matching my eyes nicely. So I've moved my head up without a problem. I'm moving my head down slowly. I'm still within that box, still matching my eyes. But if I come down too far, it's going to lose my eyes because I'm not inside this box here, this head box. So I move back up again. So it's quite a lot of up-down movement. Oh, if I'm green, I'm too far away, so I'll just come forward a bit. Okay, and then if I move to the left, it doesn't look like there's going to be much left-right movement available to me. So I've lost one eye. This is both my right eye. And if I go the other way, both eyes are back. And I can move this way, and now it's just my left eye. Presumably, if I chose to track just one eye, I'd have this much movement. So I'm just tracking my left eye now, and I'm moving all the way to the here and over here. That's quite a lot of movement there, actually. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Still, it's nowhere near the amount of movement that you get on a Tobii or an Iris Bond or a TM5 on a Leia, but the trade-off is the accuracy is much greater. Moving forward, as you can see, it starts blurring a bit. Moving back, it blurs a bit as I move out of focus. I have tried it, and it does still work when you come in a little bit and go out a little bit. But obviously, the further you move, the less accurate it is. So there really is very little forward-back movement, but there is a bit of side-to-side movement. Okay, so that's it. That's my quick review of the iGaze Encore camera. And I hope you found that useful, and maybe we'll consider this camera when you're doing your assessments. Thanks, bye.